in this case. This case involves the defendant's daughter ingesting methamphetamine and waking up to hallucinations while being in the defendant's care and custody.
22 CR
With the
9830, State of Texas versus Manuel Adame. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Brittany Mitchell for the state.
Defense?
Brenda Livingston for Mr. Adame.
And are you Mr. Adame?
going.
Mr. Adame, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with endangering a child as a state jail felony? The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes,
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense? Showing you
Yes.
the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishments be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. State is opposing your application. They will take in consideration 2022 CR 8568. County Clerk cause number 6666479. There's to be restitution of $2,000 to Wayne Biotto, Biotto, the victim in cause number 2022 CR 8568. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
Yes.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No conflict.
State, any evidence?
Your Honor, we offer State's Exhibit number 1 and all attachments.
No objection.
Court will accept into evidence States Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing States Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. We'll be back on February 14th for sentencing. At that time, I will make a decision on your application based upon any evidence that's presented to me and based upon a PSI report. Do you understand? All right, are you requesting a top evaluation?
No, but I was going to request a setting of bond.
Oh, okay. All right, just file the motion and the court will hear it.
Okay.
All right, and just get with Ms. Ferguson. All right,
Okay.
thank you. Court is calling 2022 CR 9830, State of Texas versus Manuel Adame. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Your Honor, for the state, Ruben Herrera.
Defense,
Brenda Livingston for Manuel Adame.
are you Manuel Adame?
Yes, Your Honor.
You entered a plea on January 17th, a no contest plea. The court, you applied for deferred adjudication. The court found there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishments be assessed at 2 years in the prison. The state opposes your application for community supervision or deferred adjudication. They will be taken in consideration 2022 CR 8568. And there's to be restitution of $2,000 to Wayne Biotto, who is the complainant in 2022 CR 8568. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes.
And Mr. Adame, it's 2 years in the state jail facility. I know I said prison, but it's the state jail facility. Any objections to the PSI report, state? Defense?
No.
All right, according to the plea bargain agreement, the state is opposed. Does anyone have any witnesses, state?
Do not have any witnesses.
Defense?
No, I would just like to allocate. Possible.
All right. All right, defense?
Your Honor, Mr. Adame is very remorseful about what happened to his daughter. He, as you are aware of the facts, he allowed homeless peasants to stay with him. And subsequently, his daughter used the same bedroom that she had been in and ingested drugs that the cousin had left there. He called the mother of the child rather than calling an ambulance or the police, but an ambulance was then called. And anyway, he's extremely remorseful about what happened. He really wanted to wear street clothes today to honor you, but I didn't feel like the court would be willing to use the resources for a case that was involving a trial when you already have another trial going His fiance is at Haven for Hope. And as you read in the PSI, he plans to go there, if you grant him probation. He's already set up, classes for them both. He's already on the paperwork. He's gonna take parenting classes, living skills classes. That she says they've got a great caseworker that they're gonna be working with. And that based on all of those, the support that they're gonna have, she doesn't feel that they'll be able, she feels like he will be successful. He's gonna have a job with, and they're gonna supply him work clothes and training. And Mr. Adame is willing to do any condition that you would like to place on him to be able to be on probation.
Who is the complainant in all of these cases? The assault bodily injury married that was dismissed and refiled. Who's complaining on that case?
That was my ex-girlfriend.
And who's the complainant on the violation bond and protective order?
That was my ex-girlfriend.
And who was the complainant on the continuous violence case that you got deferred adjudication for?
From 2014.
2013.
Oh, that was my first baby mom, my first girlfriend. With my
And
two oldest.
then the assault second from 2016, it was dismissed for missing witness. Who was the complainant on that?
That was her. She had followed false accusations on me.
No, I'm just trying to figure out who it is. I'm not accepting any of this as true. It says witness dismissed for missing witness. I'm just trying to figure out who the complainant was. And then in 2021, who was the complainant on that?
That was my ex-girlfriend.
All right. And then the unauthorized use of a vehicle that the state is taking in consideration. What's that about?
I had bought a vehicle off of Marketplace, off of Facebook, and they were starting with no bond, with no title. And I was gonna get a title bond for it, because I've done a title bond before for another vehicle. And they were gonna email me the paperwork and who I bought it from. And then later on that night, I got pulled over and I tried telling the cops that I have the messages on my phone to show them. And they didn't give me a chance to show them the messages. They just arrested me and put me in the back of the car, and my sister's boyfriend ended up picking up myself out in the door.
All right, court will hear argument. State.
Your Honor, based on the allegations, in this case, this case involves the defendant's daughter ingesting methamphetamine and waking up to hallucinations while being in the defendant's care and custody. With the allegations and with the defendant's background, Your Honor, we feel that it is not appropriate for the defendant to be out, and we feel that he is a danger not only to his daughter, but possibly to the rest of the public, Your Honor. So we would ask that you deny the defendant's application for the further adjudication in this case.
All right, defense.
Your Honor, I'm just reiterate what I already said, which is he was trying to help a cousin and his daughter wound up getting injured because of it. He knows he's responsible for her care and he's extremely remorseful. He loves his daughter and he would never intentionally hurt her. Please give him a chance to be a productive member of society.
All right. So according to the police report, and I always reread everything and read things, of course, when I'm taking the plea, it states that Jessica stated that Manuel had picked up the daughter from her home on October 15th because they had joint custody. She video chatted with her daughter on Saturday and everything was fine. Jessica then woke up Sunday at 8:30 to find a text message from Manuel stating that their daughter, who I believe was 8, was having hallucinations. And he said the reason why she was having hallucinations was because of a scary movie they watched the night before. Jessica then called Manuel and asked if he would drop her off, and he stated that he would. She changes her mind and said, because she could hear things going on in the background, and she said, no, she's coming to get her. Jessica stated that as she was heading over there, she called to EMS to make the location, but because she was concerned on how her daughter was acting. Once there, she was told by the EMS that her daughter's vital signs were fine, and she was told by police that dispatch as well that they had a call earlier from someone screaming, but they could not locate the apartment. And then there are dispatch from the apartment because they're saying they heard a child screaming, possibly getting assaulted. And Jessica states she was unsure how long their daughter was acting this way before Manuel decided to text her. Jessica then allowed me to read the rest of the text message between her and Manuel. Jessica stated that Manuel has a history of drug use and stated that one of the reasons she left him was because he started using cocaine. Jessica stated that Manuel did not want to call EMS, and that is why she called when she was on her way over there. She went on to say that EMS was finished. Manuel got into the car with her and asked to be dropped off down the street. He told her that he did not want police to run his name. And then there's a text message from Michelle, Manuel's cousin. She stated it was not Manuel who was at fault and it was someone else, and she would let her know who it was if she gave her the chance. She then received a later text. Michelle responded stating that she would be on her way. Michelle did not arrive at the hospital. All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to deny your application. Court will find you guilty, sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served, take in consideration 2022 CR 8568, restitution of $2,000 to Wayne, W-A-Y-N-E, Beato, B-I-O-T-T-O, and cause number 2022 CR 8568. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yeah.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, if you would like, I can request that you be placed in the therapeutic community. The therapeutic community does not increase the time that you are in custody, but it will help you with drug issues that you have. Would you like that? All right, so I will put on here therapeutic community. We can go off the record. Mr. Adame, when you have children in your care, they're your responsibility. And the person who you're saying your child ingested their drugs, you should not have allowed that person around your child. When it comes to helping out people, yeah, it's great to help out people, but you don't help out people at the risk of your child. You understand? All right, good luck to you. And do you have the?
Can you get credit for all the time he's already been incarcerated?
Oh, yes, I gave him credit for any time served.